At para po pag-usapan ang mga pinangangambahang epekto ng reclamation project sa Manila Bay, makakasap po natin si Atty. Liza Eisma-Osorio, ang Legal and Policy Director ng International Environmental Group na Oceana. Magandang gabi po and thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, ma'am.
Magandang gabi sa inyo, Ed at Mayan.
Attorney, let me pull up first a map that your group published on your website that from my understanding is it's based on data from the Philippine Reclamation Authority showing yung mga reclamation projects po doon sa kabuuan ng Manila Bay. Yan po yung mga may label dyan, ang kulay green ng iba at ang iba yung kulay orange. Exactly what does this map show us in terms of the effect of those reclamation projects on for example, on flooding in Central Luzon and in Manila, Metro Manila?
Yeah, so this map would show to you that there are actually a total of, according to this map, 23. Although yung nasa record ng PRA ay 22 because the one project in Bulacan is not considered, according to the proponents, according to PRA and DNR, as reclamation. It's a land redevelopment daw. Pero, you know, it's purely semantics kasi we just call it what it is. It's actually a reclamation project. Wala namang ibang pagkakaiba nito sa ibang mga proyekto. And this map was actually created in 2019 where we actually monitored about 23 projects and that totaled around 8,000, over 8,000 hectares of reclamation projects being proposed in the pipeline. And then, however, based on the recent FOI that we got records from the PRA, mukhang umakyat pa ito sa 27 in 2021 and based on reports also naging 30. So it's actually also not clear as to the number of reclamations that are present and I think the authorities should also be clear about that. Kailangan once and for all, they should actually declare ilan ba talaga ang ongoing, ilan ba ang mga pinaplanong mga reclamation projects in Manila Bay. Meron pang, I think I remembered PRA Attorney Joseph Litoral saying na may mga illegal na reclamation pa dyan na hindi dumaan sa kanila pero nagre-reclaim ng illegal. So yun yung totoong picture ang hinahanap natin, no?
Yes,
kasi pag sinasabing suspindi, ano ba yung sinususpindi nila?
Ma'am, just to be clear dun sa scope at size ng reclamation, did I understand you correctly? 27,000 hectares ang involved dito na reclamation?
No, 8,800 hectares. 27 reclamation projects in 2021.
8,000 hectares. That's out of a total of 199 to 200,000 hectares of Manila Bay. So bale, parang one out of every 20 hectares of Manila Bay is being reclaimed.
Yes, and this is, although you could see the numbers, no, medyo malaking diferensya, pero hindi pa rin kasi Manila Bay is a semi-enclosed bay. So if you reclaim the area, you will actually be restricting navigational lanes. But on the other hand, you'll also be destroying a lot. You know, 8,000 hectares is equivalent to numbers of hundreds of thousands of benefits you can get from the resources that were or that will be affected by these reclamation projects.
Ma'am, ako ang tanong ko sa inyo, dun pa rin po sa issue ng epekto sa pagbaha. Kasi kahapon ho, yung mga senador, tinanong nila mismo si DPWH Secretary Bonoan. Ang sagot ni Secretary Bonoan, nothing wrong, i-quote ko po, nothing wrong with reclamation as long as it does not impede rivers going out of the bay. Meron hubang tamang gawa, para lang ho maintindihan namin, no? Meron hubang tamang reclamation para hindi ho makapag-cause ng baha? O lahat ho ng reclamation talagang yun at yun ang magiging resulta?
Yes, kailangan natin tingnan yung konteksto ng reclamation. No? Yung Manila Bay kasi is an area na maraming mga rivers no, na lumalabas na outwardly no, from the different rivers systems around it. And if you look at the projects that there are basically choking this river, the outfall of these rivers. And so at based on data din, matagal na namin sinasabi na base sa mga scientifico na sinabi nila na actually, you know, this reclamation will really cause flooding kasi Manila is sinking. You know, may subsidence ang Manila Bay and with sea level rise din. And you add to the fact that na yung reclamations are choking this river system. So, mangyayari talaga yung coastal flooding.
Ma'am, yung as we speak, no, yung mga nangyaring recent na pagbaha, even though hindi pa tapos yung reclamation, pwede niyo ho bang sabihin sa amin kung meron na hong naging epekto itong reclamation sa Manila Bay o nothing to do pa ho itong nangyayaring reclamation sa nangyaring recent na pagbaha dito sa Metro Manila? And Bulacan and other
Bulacan is one suspected area na kasi matagal na namin to. We raised this issue when we filed a case against the Aero City na ito talaga yung magiging results ng kanilang proyekto doon. So base to sa mga pag-aaral ng scientists which backed our complaints, and that's the one we filed in the Supreme Court. So yun, base naman talaga sa mga scientists yung sinasabi namin, hindi namin talagang ina-allege without any evidence.
Ma'am, I'd like to pull in again yung map na pinakita po ninyo sa inyong website. If you look at the map that you showed in your website, dun sa bandang itaas po, yung kulay green na apparently reclamation project, if you can pull it up again. The image, there you go. Okay. Yung kulay green po dun sa bandang itaas na reclamation project ata yun. Mukhang nakasalpak talaga siya dun sa lagusan ng Pampanga River Basin.
Yes.
Hindi po pa siya buwabara?
Bumaba talaga siya kasi yung mga yung dinadump and fill nila doon na mga materials will really obstruct the passage of floodwaters and the natural channels that basically naturally divert the water kung may mga increase, diba, and may prolong mga rainfall. So this will actually, as we have mentioned many before pa talaga, na this will actually, yung mga reclamation projects, will really cause the increase and prolong the effects of flooding in the area.
Ma'am, sorry, last question lang po. Of course, this is a public interest issue. I mean, yes, some of these projects are probably private projects, some of them are public projects, but in the end, it's a public interest issue. Who gets to decide who gets to reclaim land on Manila Bay?
Well, it's the Philippine Reclamation Authority, which is under the Office of the President, and based on what the PRA has said, their recommendations will be decided at the end of the day by the President, who can review or reverse their decisions. So, the major decision maker dito is really the President, no? So taking into consideration all matters regarding reclamation, sapat science-based, yung based on the cumulative impact assessment. Sana na ginawa nun pa, hindi yung individual environmental impact assessment. Kasi konektado nga yung tagat natin, konektado yung mga proyekto dito sa ating mga paragatan. And so the President can ultimately make the decision to permanently stop. And that's what we ask the President to do.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Atty. Liza Eisma-Osorio ng Environmental Group na Oceana.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Mga kapatid, Ed Linggo po, maging maalam at may pakialam sa mga napapanahong balita sa bansa. Para sa mas malalimang pagtalakay at pagtimay sa mga mahalagang issue at headlines, tumutok at mag-subscribe sa News 5 social media pages.